We are grateful to our communities, our state and local officials, our customers, and our Wawa associates that are 29,000 strong. We have also embraced our stores and our brand. You have our commitment that we will continue to provide support to our community and charity partners and be a good neighbor in every area that we operate in. And today we have some special activities planned that really illustrate that. So it is a proud supporter of Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the nation's largest donor and volunteer-supported mentoring network. Wawa participates in Big Brothers and Big Sisters Beyond School Walls program. In this program, students meet with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters at their workplace, exposing them to a positive corporate environment and helping them connect the dots between academic success and careers. Big Brothers Big Sisters seeks to change the lives of children facing adversity for the better forever. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. Thank you. So now I would like to acknowledge our local officials. They continue to help pave the way for our continued investment in Pennsylvania through the development of new stores and creation of new jobs. This would not be possible without them. So I'd like to introduce Pennsylvania State Representative Margo Davidson to come up and say a few words. Margo?
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm just thrilled to be here at the opening of this Wawa. It's just a privilege and an honor to stand with you to celebrate the great and magnificent store that this is going to be in our community. I want to thank the representatives from Wawa and all the hard work that they did to make sure that we had the traffic studies done through PennDOT, to make sure that our children would be safe, to make sure that the students at both St. Lawrence and Highland Park would be accommodated when they go and come from school, to make sure that we had all the egresses and all that boring stuff, that was all secure so that the children would be safe and that parents would feel secure, even as they come and go out of the Wawa to get their coffee and donuts in the morning. And so I'm just really thrilled that Wawa has been a great community partner, because that's very, very important to me, and it's very important to the people in this community. I want to thank the firefighters and the police department for rallying behind opening of this store. I'm thrilled to be here. Let's celebrate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And now we'd like to introduce Mayor Thomas McCosey. Come up to say a few words also. Mayor?
For the first day that Sue Bratton, Sue's here somewhere, she doesn't like to be noticed, but Sue Bratton is the real estate person that approached my office. And from that first day, Wawa's commitment, I've dealt with them before out in Seacane area, is to make sure the community's involved. So from the fire company, to Highland Park School, to Highland Park St. Lawrence, to the churches across the street, the LG community, and the residents themselves, we met very patiently and very diligently to make sure that all of the concerns and all of the needs that were met in the community. And this brings about $7 million worth of construction jobs, and will bring about another $7 million in daily activity throughout the year for all the vendors and services and people that come in and out of here and the jobs it creates. To recognize our fire and police department is a motto that they always do. I'm not going to weigh in on who's going to win and who's not going to win. But if I recall, the fire department won in Bishop Avenue, so you're 1-0, all right? But the fire company played a big role. The fire company put in a big, huge investment through Mario Severa to make Park Avenue shine up about 4 or 5 years ago, and there was a lot of discussion about bringing that forth right to Westchester Pike. So my experience with Wawa and what they do to a community is, up in east and west on this pike Westchester Pike that we all know and love, is going to transform. You're going to start to see new businesses arrive because of the type of people that Wawa brings into their stores and spend the money locally in the community. I want to thank you. I do have my council here. I have the President, Don Bonnet, here, Pat Spellman, Bob Gwynn, Rick Dolan's our secretary. I see Jack Beerling, Barbara Ann Keffer, Singh, Pat Spellman, I did meet. Okay. So they're going to stay around here. Just thank them also, because behind the scenes, like Margo had mentioned, behind the scenes there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes to make sure that these permits and acquisitions and traffic studies and everything that continues on. So we have Mario Severa here from County Council that also helped us out with the Commerce Department to make sure all those necessary. So let's have a good time. I'll figure out. Give me a half and half. How's that? Half police, half fire. All right, thank you.
Dave lives about 4 blocks from here, okay? And if you ever want to hear a joke, you can ask him, and Dave's got plenty of jokes. They're not really good, frankly, a lot of them, but we enjoy that he does here for us. He's a great person, great for the community. He grew up in the community. He lives within a couple blocks. He knows probably half the people in the building right now. So, Dave, thank you. Congratulations.
So about the jokes, if you know my father, then I didn't stand a chance. So they gave me a script to read, but again, if you know my father, that's not going to happen either. So, I just want to say I'm very proud and honored to be here on behalf of my team, myself, Wawa. Thank you very much for coming. This store, I've been with Wawa for 19 years. I started in Upper Darby at State and Lansdowne, and it's ironically that they closed that store last night and opened this one on the same day. So this is home to me. I've been a general manager for 15 years. When Jim Peterson called me about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and told me about that store, about building this store, I knew that this store would be mine. It's more about serving hoagies, making coffee. It's about creating connections within the neighborhood. It's about helping the community, giving back to your community. My father, I keep referring to, was a role model of mine. He was a fireman in this township for over 35 years. So it's an honor to be able to give back to the community in some way, the capacity he did. So again, if there's anything anyone in this community needs, I've already spoke with the schools and St. Lawrence Church, the school, Holland Park School, address the concerns anyone has there too. Yeah, you guys come here. It's a community relationship. We're going to be a part of this together. So if anyone needs to help the community, please, that's what we're here for. My team, we love to give back. We love to give back to the community, and that's what it's all about. We started in small, mom and pop. We started small convenience stores. Now we're building these big, beautiful stores. But one thing that'll never go away is the way we give back to help each other. So we're in this together. So with that being said, I'm very proud to be managing this store, and I'm very proud of the team that I'm bringing with me. So give a round of applause to my store team, please. Here's Terrence Hurley.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for your humor also. Greatly appreciate it. So now I'd like to bring up Congressman Bob Brady to say a few words also.
Congressman,
Thank you. As everyone said, Wawa's a great neighbor, great corporate neighbor, and you do great things. I appreciate all you're doing. A great store, and I'm a Wawa customer. It's my guys back here, right? I'm always here, but there's a lot of people, and they've already been recognized. But there's one person who really needs to be singled out, and that's Mayor Tom Makosi. Mayor, where are you? Where are you? Let me tell you, because we've talked every day, I don't know how many times for the last couple of months about the store coming in here, and nobody worked harder to make this happen than you, Mr. Mayor. So this is a tribute to you. They should put a plaque up here in the Makosi store up here. Believe me, you made it happen. A lot of people, you had a lot of help. I know Mario, Margot, and I didn't do anything, I'll tell you the truth. I just talked to him, helped him whatever he needed. But this is because of you, Mr. Mayor. This is not a legacy yet, but it soon will be. Maybe 25 years ago, maybe be a legacy to you. Great job. Thank you, Wawa.
Thank you, Congressman. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, you can see how important our first responders are, our police, our fire department, our local causes. So that's why it's a tradition with Wawa. Whenever we have a grand opening, we do a little hoagie competition, right? So that's what we're going to do today. So we have 2 teams, right? And I'm sure you heard already. We have the Upper Darby Police Department, and then we have the Upper Darby Fire Department. I feel very honored to be able to do this because I actually grew up in Upper Darby, so that's about 30-some years ago.
We're building sandwiches for the Police Foundation for Upper Darby. Today, along with me is Mike Scott from the bicycle unit, Dave Austin. Everybody knows him as Officer Dave. Sergeant Scott Lewis of the bicycle unit, and Steve Cortez, patrolman extraordinaire.
Kathy Joe Eppright, and our charity today is Codes for Kids. It's a non-profit organization that provides codes for kids in the township and provides warmth. And my team is Sam Carluzzi from Station 37, firefighter Brian Lynch, 3rd 26th. Firefighter John Miller from 37.
Yeah.
Firefighter Jeff Bruce from 26.
So I want you to put your hands in the air. I just want to do that for the police. It makes me happy. So, never mind. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
3 minutes or go, set, go! Oh man, look at the fire department has. They are using a different strategy than I've ever seen. There is oil everywhere. The police department looks very efficient. I think you practiced before you came here. The police department already is in the lead by one sandwich, and the fire department just took one. They just turned out the fire department's ahead. This is going to be close. I don't know if I want to eat any of these sandwiches, though. I got to tell you. Oh my Lord! This is. I think it's about 7 to 7. 7 to 7. I haven't seen any food fly, which is actually good. It's about 8 to 8. Oh, there's the lettuce! There goes the lettuce! The fire department throws the first stone. It's really close. I can't even tell you who's ahead. It's so close, but the fire department is hitting our mark. They have 8 sandwiches in progress, and the police, I don't know, they have a couple. Here comes another box. Here comes another box. I gotta tell you, I think the fire department's ahead by about 2. It's all what you do in that last minute, a minute and 15 seconds, you know? It's all how you close. It's going to be close. We have about a minute left. We have a minute left. Come on, Joey, you got to get them motivated. It's all what you do in the last 45 seconds. That's how you win the game. That's why the Eagles never win. This is going to be close. The fire department is hitting their stride. Wow. There goes a box. We just lost a 2-foot box. And he just threw a 2-foot box, I think. It's 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Don't stop. I think it's going to be within 1. There goes another stolen sandwich. I'm going to file a police report when it's over. We got 15 seconds left. 15. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Good job!
You guys, I think you get to take these sandwiches home too, so. Okay, so we're gonna actually count these up, but while we're counting these up, we're gonna go outside and present the checks to both the police and fire department and do our ribbon cutting.
Hands up in the back! That's it!
All right, you're gonna cut the ribbon on 3. 1, 2, 3.